How are you, lads? So this is going to be week 3 of the Handstand Club program. I'm going to go through the week same as before, but this week is definitely going to be a little bit more serious in terms of the drills we're doing. They're going to be a little bit more challenging. So well done to everyone getting this far. So 3 days of week 1 and week 2, I hope you have them completed. And as I mentioned, drills will get a little bit more challenging this week as we're starting to move away from building a base and really seeing what we can do against and away from the wall. So there will be a good bit of walking and some variations of holds this week, just to make it a little bit more challenging and get your body to adapt against and away from the wall, as I was saying. So in terms of day 1, the warm-up for the next few days, similar to last week, is going to stay the same. That is made to prep your shoulders, to prep your wrists, and to make sure you're feeling okay and good going into the session. If there's anything extra you need to do for you, as I've spoken about on Zoom calls, extra stretching, extra warming up, I would definitely do that just to set yourself up for success. On day 1, there's a headstand against the wall. This can be a little bit confusing. There's a video there, watch the video, but essentially it's just a headstand. The wall will be there, you'll be close to it, but you're not supported by it. And the goal is just to feel your body position. It's very easy to get to a perfect position in a headstand, being in a very straight line, because you're a little bit more supported, and that's why we're doing that. The reason is to feel the perfect body position. Then we have a wall facing hold. This is to develop some strength. Yes, we're developing skill, but we want the strength still in there. That is 2 max holds, and that is for you to build some stamina in your shoulders. Then we have some lateral walking. There's a video there, and it is easier than it looks, I promise. We're going a few steps to the right, a few steps to the left, and it's essentially being supported by the wall, feet are against the wall, and feeling the balance shifting side to side. On day 2, we have an offset hold against the wall. Once again, watch the video. If you do not have a plate as demoed in the video, a pile of hardback books will do the job. And just something hard to put your hand on so you can actually get the offset. The goal is you can feel the bias to one side of your body without losing position. So if you imagine you're handstanding against the wall, you're in a very straight line. If I bias it, I'm trying not to shift and I'm still trying to stay straight. So it's good practice for walking. Then we have some lateral walking, and then we have some wall facing shoulder taps. Again, the wall facing shoulder taps look more terrifying and look more difficult than they really are. They're really not as difficult as they first seem. So give them a shot. If you're nervous about them, don't go all the way into the wall, go about halfway and see how you can deal with that. But again, looks more difficult than it is. We've spent the last 2 weeks building the base. I think everyone should be competent enough to do that. Then week 3, we have freestanding work, or sorry, day 3, we have some freestanding work. We're getting away from the wall, we're not doing as much walking. Freestanding, we start with our warm-up and then some practice. There's some practice there just to kick up, feels like away from the wall. Then there's some pelvic rotations against the wall. Then you're going to come back, and then for 10 minutes you're going to try and establish a max hold. There's a standard of a 4 foot by 4 foot box that you may have seen in the CrossFit Games, and there can be a little bit of movement inside this box. So it doesn't really have to be a solid stand, you can't move at all. There can be a little bit of movement, and so that's the standard I'm going to put on it, and that's what we're going to retest, similar to the testing at the start, if you did manage to do that. So that is week 3, all 3 days, making a bit of a leap forward this week, so it'll be a little bit exciting, new interesting drills. If you have any questions, please drop them below or get on to me. And I hope you enjoy week 3, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how everyone gets on. So enjoy the week, lads, and I'll talk to you soon.